Aloha kako, Bob Rogers here with Hawaiian Trike. Hey, I've got a story I want to talk to you guys about. It's a cycling story. My dear friend Patrick and I started riding diamond frame bikes together over 40 years ago, initially starting here in the Hawaiian Islands. Well, he and his family left the islands in the 80s, but fortunately Patrick worked for the airlines and had great travel benefits. He visited the islands frequently and we did our rides together whenever possible. We've ridden many routes on Oahu, including the Old Pully Road, which requires a 1,000-foot climb up the cliffs of the Ko'olau mountain range. On one ride, we rode from my original hometown of Kailua 45 miles all the way out to Haleiwa on the north shore of Oahu. Another adventure had us flying to the Big Island in 2007, and we rode down from 9,000 feet around the base of Mauna Kea mountain, an all-day ride. During our 10 years of RV exploring, Barbara and I included Pat in many of our travels across the U.S., starting with an inaugural ride across the Golden Gate Bridge, and then continued with rides through the redwood forests. Days later, we rode a monumental, or at least it was for me, a 30-mile ride around Crater Lake at 6,000-foot elevation. And then later in the week, we rode across the floor of the Yosemite Valley. The next year, we rode a scenic 23-miler on the Colorado National Monument Rim Drive in Grand Junction, Colorado, and also experienced bike trails in Sedona, Arizona, before he accompanied us for 15 days on whitewater rafting trip in the Grand Canyon. The following year had us joining us for rides in Austin, Texas, and a 35-mile ride along the beach in Port Aransas, Corpus Christi, Texas. We met again in Newport News, Virginia, where we rode from our campground out to the Virginia Beach Boardwalk. Yes, we did visit the Outer Banks and both tried hang gliding on the sand dunes. We met a couple years later at Lake Mead, Nevada, and rode to and across the Hoover Dam on our bikes, and then a 36-miler around the nearby River Mountain Trail. 2 years later, he caught up with us on our very last RV trip across the Northwest. This is where we rode the Centennial Bike Path for 22 miles from Spokane, Washington to Coeur d'Alene Lake in Idaho. On the same day, we rode 18 miles on the Hiawatha Trail as Idaho turned into Montana. In 2018, we had our best ride ever, where we rode the Going to the Sun ride in Glacier National Park up at 4% grade for 12 miles, challenging us. This was the first time I ever witnessed two ladies riding past us on pedal assist equipped bikes. Hey, what is this pedal assist thing anyway, I thought. Well, I would soon find out more about that. 2 days later, we finished our history of rides together in Buffalo, Wyoming, riding down through the Bighorn Forest, and rides in Custer State Park in South Dakota. So this little video highlights the years of cycling that we've done together. Patrick is turning 80 this week, and to celebrate, we are going to fly to the Big Island and see if we can ski on Mauna Kea at 14,000-foot elevation. Not sure if there will be enough snow, so we're crossing our fingers. But before we do that, I asked him to come here to Oahu for a couple days and let me take him on a recumbent ride here on the North Shore. He's never been on a recumbent trike. It will be the first for him. Well, first things first, we got him dressed up in the proper riding attire. He insisted that we wear the exact same outfit, so we would look like twin brothers from different mothers. Well, then we got him all set up on the guest trike, and we headed out to the North Shore of Oahu. It would be a 22-mile ride today, and he did great. He's in good shape.
Sweet Angelina, won't you take me home, wrap me in your warm, tender arms? Past the statue of Jesus and the blue neon lights. We dined on mango margaritas, ate lobsters as they fell from the sky.
Well, Patrick and I have ridden Cam Highway out to the north shore of Oahu many times over the years, but we haven't ridden together in over 6 years, and I really wanted him to try out a recumbent trike. He's seen a lot of my previous videos, but didn't show much interest in something different than his two-wheeler. Today was a great opportunity to ride along the North Shore with stops at Pipeline and Sunset Beach surf spots. The waves were huge. It was a great ride. Two buddies on the road again.
Twice in one day. Why do you cry when I just have to go? You know that I was born to fly. Why? Whoa, whoa. Tell me of your Euro days and the things you have seen. Won't you pardon me, man? I think my ride is here. I got a window seat on a song and it's sunny and clear. She said, hoop, 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 Charlie, won't you come home? She said, hoop.
We are at the end of our ride. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next run. Aloha. Aloha. Okay, now about the skiing at Mauna Kea on the big island of Hawaii. And this is up at 14,000 feet elevation. And yes, there was snow. It wasn't the greatest. And Pat, of course, would get started. He's an experienced skier. He got on his skis and he got his grandkids and son and daughter-in-law there with him. And he's doing pretty good. Well, me on the other hand, I have never skied in my life. So there you go, that's it. I'm sticking to surfing, folks. 80 years young, you're awesome, buddy. Happy birthday. Well, we covered a lot of miles over the years, Patrick and I, and most of them on two-wheelers, but now he's at least had the experience of a recumbent trike. You're awesome, buddy.